Welcome back to Dice and Friends, your weekly serving of magic, mayhem, and misadventure. I'm Joey, your host and dungeon master, and here we are. Not at the last episode, but in the final arc of the campaign. And I gotta tell you, this is not what I originally thought it would look like. Partnering up with a smuggler, a vengeance paladin, a state executioner, and a shapeshifter who started a war with 5 murder hobos, thawed out from malice. Also, you can go kill a demigod, the same demigod who is trying to offer you power. But that's the beauty of Dungeons and Dragons, right? Like, to me as DM, that is my favorite part, is watching you guys take a pretty boring story that I write and making it something beautiful and wonderful.
Like your story could ever be boring.
Thanks. I wasn't fishing for
that was
a
pretty
compliment.
self-effacing.
You have written one hell of a story. We've just added some enhancers to it.
We embellished your story.
You guys have definitely added some spice, maybe a little of salt. So thank you all for being here, both the 4 of you and all of our listeners. Again, not the last episode, but we're getting there.
Wow.
God, it is crazy to think we're really approaching the end. Hey, everybody, Nolan here, still playing Mo the Monk, and I got to tell everyone I'm a little afraid because we are entering the end game, and we all know that Joey is a merciless DM.
Yes.
And I hope he's
What
not
makes you say
coming
that?
for Mo.
Is it the empty seat across from you?
Yeah, you know, when you complimented the 4 of us, I just kind of looked over to the empty chair.
We love you, Sarek. Sorry for Heen's death.
Sorry.
You know, it's sad to see, but I mean, obviously, we're all still going to stay in contact and everything, which is cool, obviously.
Do we have to?
Well, I mean, like, you could end up like my other friend. He actually ended up borrowing like $100 from me. And like 3 years later, after we kind of stopped hanging out, he randomly sent me back the $100. Dude, I honestly lost interest in that relationship. And I was honest, and it just, I feel like I was left alone.
Wait, I didn't get oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Are you proud of yourself?
Can I, at the, like, after this is over, can I just call you on random days and give you puns?
Every
Is
Monday,
that allowed?
Every Monday,
Yeah.
you'll call me at 6.
I think that should be a live phone call in the Discord so we can
Recorded.
all hear
Yeah.
that. Yes, please. Yes, please.
You son of a bitch. Do you think that any of our listeners actually think we hate each other?
Yeah, because you guys do. I have had to get in between you two for fistfights. What, Aaron? Like 6, 7 times now?
Today,
I've lost count. It was more like 8.
Yeah. I mean, like, gosh, Joey, that left hook of yours, it's a little nasty.
How many times have we had to replace our like microphones and other recording equipment?
Yeah, because they just start throwing them at each other.
Yeah.
I know.
but
No.
Joey instigates it, so.
Oh, here we go again.
Whoa, guys, we cannot afford another microphone. I am begging you. Also, I know that we pointed to the empty chair. If you guys are hearing lots of whistles and coos and stuff, I think Terrence, our cockatoo, is trying to audition to take Sarek's place. You, as our listeners, can let us know if you actually want that to go through. So far, I'm leaning towards no.
Wait. I know who he could be.
Who?
He has to be Deadbeat Dicks and Deadpan Diane's baby.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's adorable. Otherwise, he's just kind
Can
of
I start teaching him phrases?
Yes, you can. I'm going to regret that, but yes, you can.
new.
Hi, I'm Greg, and I play JR. And Nolan, can I borrow $100?
Wow.
And happy birthday, Nolan.
Oh, thanks. I'm getting old.
Yeah, how old
Yeah,
are
you're
you
definitely
now?
old. Anyway, I have 3 fate rolls I need to do, so I'll do that right now and see what we get. So far, it's going to be an 18, a 13, and a 12. So,
Okay.
So
yeah,
those,
it's looking pretty good.
those are the roles he can replace other people's roles with.
That's
during
awesome.
Yeah,
That's great.
So, looks like the future's not too bad.
That's not terrible.
Okay. All right. I call the highest one, please.
I rolled my fate rolls and I got a 1, a 1, and a 1.
Hey, you could give that to your enemy. So
That's true. That's
Okay.
true.
No, that's fair.
Well, again, Nolan, happy birthday.
Thank you.
So going back to something you said you're getting so old. How old are you now?
I think I'm around Finian's age now.
Okay. I know.
Finian is 55.
I know for
years
a
old.
fact that you are still in your 20s, albeit potentially your last year of 20s. I just want you to know, I having gone into my 30s, I will not confirm or deny how many years into my 30s
So
I am.
many.
Fuck you.
Wow.
I just want to say that honestly, I think that your 30s are a lot more fun than your 20s, right? Like in your 20s, like you're still finding your confidence. You're still like struggling to pay rent. Okay, well, I'm still struggling to pay rent because I'm a writer, but well, anyway. And like you're dealing with all these like dumb fucks. And then in your 30s, like you kind of don't have to deal with that anymore, you know?
Well, no, see, I see what you're saying, but I think you lived out your 20s wrong.
What do you mean?
You have to be the dumb fuck. And then everyone else has to deal with you.
This has been my last 10 years with this these guys.
See?
Wow.
You're right.
What problem when I'm the problem?
I was on the wrong side of dumb fuckery, it sounds like.
Exactly.
Wow, okay. All right, I'll remember that for my next life. Thanks, Nolan.
Hey, this is Aaron, and I play Finian the elf, and the 50s are the best years of your life, in my experience, and let me tell you why.
You
It's
finally
only
get
a
to leave
short
home.
story. Actually, Finian was 50 at the beginning of this adventure, but then he was
Oh, yeah.
injured
Wow.
and added 5 years to his effective age, which for an elf is really not
Like a
much.
few weeks.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
a big deal,
Yeah.
but
It's really just kind of like a bender, right? Just like
so right, just
Look a little haggard
hangover
the
you
next
never
day.
quite get over. Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially. I guess I've talked previously about things that you can eat that you normally
Yes.
wouldn't think of.
Here we go.
This week, I want to bring to you foods that are blue,
Ooh.
and
Take inspiration.
Oh, thank you. I will take inspiration for that. So, foods that are blue that Joey would maybe love or not love. You know, you think of the obvious like blueberries and purple potatoes. There aren't very many blue foods. In fact, quite a
You're talking
small
about
number.
like blue on the inside, right?
Like truly blue food.
Yeah, yeah.
What about Mountain Dew voltage?
Naturally
not a
blue foods.
It is for some people in
I
college.
mean, it's something. Yeah. So there's a fish, and it's called a ling cod. And there's a specific subspecies of ling cod. It's neither a cod nor a ling. It just looks a bit like both, so they gave it this name. And one of the subspecies of ling cod, about 1 in 5 of each of the fish that are caught, the flesh of the fish itself is blue.
Whoa.
And it is
weird.
very strange looking. When you cook it, the color disappears. So it's only when it's been fresh caught and filleted.
That would be like amazing as like sashimi or sushi.
I was thinking that too. It's supposed to have a pretty nice tasting flesh too, but I don't think it's that easy
What
to get
a
a hold of.
sentence. Yeah, the flesh, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Flesh.
You know that you say that, but people eat chicken skins on
Yeah.
like KFC, and that's the best part of like
I
deep
know,
fried
it's
chicken.
weird. Don't
is
think
the fried
about it.
Skin, so
Yeah.
Man flesh.
like that's literally why people buy that chicken.
Terrence is shifting uncomfortably.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you can eat me?
Well, you guys I think we all have cans today. Raise your cans. That sounds kind of dirty.
I was going to say, I didn't know
Nice.
which set of cans you need me to raise.
Nice
so.
cans, everybody. Woo. I'm going to slurp on my can.
This is in Nolan's honor because it's your birthday. Cool, friendly, clever, and so good looking. But enough about me. Nolan, here's a toast
I
to
knew
you.
something was up with that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Chapter 56, The Storm. The Noodles and company, alongside Sadiq, Valier, and Edgar, sail north towards the island mountain of Thruma, hidden in an Empire ship steered by Deadbeat Dick and his wife. The voyage has been awkward, quiet. For now, things are out of your hands, so everyone is just anxiously waiting in the ship's hold for something to happen, for a battle to start. Edgar sharpening his greatsword, Sadiq deep in meditation, and Valier pacing back and forth. It's been over an hour at this point since the last attempt at small talk, but Edgar tries his hand at it this time. He looks to Sadiq. Agit's talents would have been useful during my stay in Yabu's Rise. Extracting truths from the cultists was like pulling teeth. Literally on a few occasions. I will no longer draw the truth from anyone when it might lead to their death. That is between he and Lugal. Mortal justice does not concern me. Not anymore. Valier, why are you staring at me? You almost sound noble. You two know each other? Yes, though I hope our shared objectives help soothe our shared past. Let's hope that our shared objectives don't get us all killed. Don't forget your promise. Sadiq nods. Yes, there is still good to do. What about the rest of you? What will you do should we succeed here?
Oh, you guys are thinking about actually succeeding. Yeah, me too. What are you guys going to do?
I don't know if success will involve survival, but we can hope for the best.
In which universe does success equal death?
Well, I see it either way. I can either occupy a living body on the light side of Caithar or return to the dark where all souls go in the end.
I guess I'll be honest. I can't imagine a future where I'm not dead. My brother's dead. My mother's dead. Long line of stepfathers are dead. Heena's dead.
Oh.
We've all died at least once.
Fair.
True.
I almost feel like it's jinxing it to even think that far ahead. At least you guys will have your souls intact if you die.
I agree with what you're saying, Tana. Best to keep our eye on the prize and not focus on the aftermath.
But I mean, come on, like, look at Mo, right? Mo, you've turned into a great monk. I can totally see you kind of taking, Leslie's place
I forgot his name was Leslie.
and leading a whole new team of recruits. Can't you picture that?
I'm not gonna lie. I've thought about that a little bit, but also like, I don't know. With my dad gone from the family and all, I kind of feel like I gotta go back and, I gotta at least put some work back into my family.
Yeah. For your next stepfather to come and then you to kill him, or
something like that. Yeah.
Things work like that with your families. I don't think mine was like
I'll be
that.
like, no,
Yeah.
it's fine, Finian.
I can
Fine.
totally empathize with that. I'll put a hand on your shoulder very seriously.
For a moment, Edgar will stop sharpening his sword, deep in thought, before he'll interject. Oh, right. Brother, there's something we should talk about. Our family knows that I killed our father, though they know not why. I didn't wish to tarnish the Randstar name, only my own. Just thought you would like to know that.
Well, that's good to know. Don't worry, I'll try and talk to him. Though I don't know if I'll be able to after this.
You think you'll be stuck on that island of yours?
No matter what, whether I die or live, I'm not coming out of this.
Well-
JR is not coming out of this.
Well, this was a much bleaker conversation than I had hoped for.
Sorry, what? What are you talking about? Jared, what island is your brother talking about?
The island that we found Stramir on.
Why would you go there?
Because that is what fate has in store. The final clause of the pact is I will no longer be me, and I will be on that island as he was.
A
Blue
guardian,
dragon.
a guardian like him.
Yes.
Really?
Interesting.
Yep.
Oh, so that kind of explains all your like scale stuff going on, huh?
You're literally gonna turn into a dragon?
Yep. For the rest of my life.
That is so cool! You get to just live on an island with no step siblings to bother you, with gold? That's awesome!
And you're a dragon?
How can I be a dragon? Can I be a dragon? I could be a red dragon.
The closest I get to a dragon is wearing these scales.
How can we be dragons? I want to be a dragon with you. We could be dragon buddies. I could get an island next to you. We could be dragon neighbors.
I didn't know you wanted to be on an island so bad, Tana. Have you grown accustomed to the water?
I stopped mid-sentence. Wait a minute. I thought, what's an island?
Generally, it's a small piece of land surrounded on all sides by water.
Well, I knew the land part. I didn't know the water part. Oh, JR, I'm so sorry. I'm going to wrap my arms around you. Oh, JR, I can't think of the worst fate ever.
Oh my god.
So sorry.
I'm having a real crisis of faith right now.
Oh, well, if it makes you feel better, I could still get an island and be your dragon neighbor.
I'd like that.
Okay.
Better than just being alone.
What kind of dragon would you be, Tana?
A fire-breathing dragon of chaos.
How would you like that as a neighbor, JR?
We would have so much fun, thunder and chaos. Think about it. The epilogue after the epilogue.
Finally, it happens. The ship lurches as if something big has landed on deck, the wood creaking under the weight. Your conversation immediately comes to an abrupt end, and you all exchange worried glances. Then you hear Deadbeat Dick's voice magically echo through the room from up above, as you've heard him do many times before when communicating with his crew. Well, nibble my nutsack. Welcome aboard my ship, Your Highness. There's a pause before you hear his voice again. My sincerest apologies, Mr. Thoguth, and I didn't catch your name. Another short pause. You realize Deadbeat is cueing you in on his conversation, though you can only hear his side of it. Welcome, Nylomadakis. I'm sure you'll find my vessel in perfect order. Valier stops pacing and scowls. Thoguth knows. Are you prepared to kill him?
Is there any chance this boat also has a prison pocket?
This isn't.
I'm nodding my agreement.
This isn't his smuggling ship. It's an Empire vessel.
So the prison pockets must be extra big.
No, there are none.
Oh.
There's nowhere to hide. He will be searching for you.
I could allow us all to breathe underwater for a bit, and we could hide under the ship.
No.
Well,
No. You know what, you guys? We have all faced our demons. I have faced my horrible parents. Finian, you've faced your black dragon. Mo, you've dealt with Leslie. JR, you have too many demons to count. We can do this. Let's just go talk to him, and if necessary, I've got Fireball. Come on. And
Okay,
I'm not going to
Tana,
wait for you to agree. I'm just going to walk up.
That's easy to say for someone who didn't punch him.
I like breathing underwater. I think it was a good idea, but
I mean, we'll have to deal with them either way. Let's go.
Okay.
Your three companions will follow you. Up on deck stands Thoguth in full form-fitting plate armor fashioned like layered fish scales. His trident and shield rest on his back. Clearly, he's ready for battle. Nearby waits a bronze dragon missing half of his scales, exposing the soft flesh beneath. Nylomadakis, you remember him. You rode him away from North Harbor when you first
Finian
met
healed him.
Thoguth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't you give him something to like help? Like an ointment? So he likes us. We're good.
Up ahead towards Mount Thruma, the tallest mountain in its range that pierced the ocean surface like a stone spine of some massive creature. But between you and that mountain are countless Empire and Gathering Storm ships, many painted like the ocean to blend in. In fact, now that you're up and you can see, you're completely surrounded by them. And the closest of which have turned, so their side-facing cannons are aimed directly at your ship.
Ooh.
Edgar chuckles. Quite the welcoming party.
Any ballistas?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh no!
Thoguth, regal as ever, nods in welcome. You've come far enough. Now lay down your arms and accept your ascension. This is your last chance.
Thoguth, I don't mean to be like the downer in the room, but even if we ascend at this point, 2 of the 3 demigods are already gone. This is kind of our only option, you know?
We also lost Heen, and he was supposed to take over. So you'd need to find someone else to take his power if that's even possible.
You know what, you guys? I have a super high persuasion roll. I got this.
The next persuasion is a 7 from Ricky.
Ricky.
And
Isn't that still like a 17?
No, it's like a 12. It's not actually as high as I thought it was.
I have a plus 10 to persuasion.
Well, I'll just have to, smile my super winsome and charming smile. That isn't at all horrifying and scary.
clearly,
Kill him now.
he was not expecting you guys to actually surrender. Noticing that Heen is nowhere to be found, he'll sigh and clench his jaw. Fine, then there's nothing left to discuss. Either I die here, and all I worked for will crumble, or you will die. All I would have done is wasted my breath lecturing corpses. He reaches for his trident and shield. I've let you escape once. I will not make that same mistake again.
Oh,
even if it means going down with the ship.
Wait.
Whoa, not in the water.
He
Not
levels
in the
his
water.
trident
No.
at you.
Okay, Kavis.
Kavis, you're being unreasonable.
Major mistake right now.
This
Seriously.
is apparently a signal for the surrounding ships as their cannons
Okay.
begin firing.
All right.
Oh my god.
I need you all to roll initiative.
You gonna replace that roll too?
JR, your unmodified initiative is a 12 from Ride Andre.
Nice.
Okay. Probably better than what I would have rolled.
Mo,
I got a 17.
Tana,
Apparently I was just so worried about the water that I'm not really present, and I got a 5.
Finian.
Did I roll the highest initiative of the group? Because I have a 19.
I didn't know you're
Probably.
so spry.
Mostly I rolled poorly on initiative, so
And JR.
With that 12, it comes out to a 14.
Cannons and magic from the surrounding ships bombard you. Even if Kavis loses here, he seems committed to taking you down with him. Acting quickly on his training as a seeker, Sadiq immediately rushes to the deck's railing and prepares to defend against the magic. Seeing this, Valier follows suit, turning into a thick swarm of acidic butterflies that consume many of the cannonballs before they strike. One to protect against the mind, the other to protect against matter. Each round, the two of them will do their best to defend the ship from outside forces. You can help them, of course. After all, the ship does have HP, and you do not want to sink surrounded by merfolk. But ultimately, it's up to you to defend against the threats within. Speaking of the threats within, Kavis will climb onto Nylamodakis' back
Oh no.
and attack.
But I thought the dragon was our friend.
He's Kavis' bestie, so...
No!
For now.
Not wasting any effort on monologuing, Kavis will imbue magic into his trident and rush forward, attacking who would you say is closest to Kavis and Nylamodakis?
That's a good question.
Definitely not me.
Of
Nope.
course not.
I mean,
I would
you did
also like
walk
to say
forward to
definitely
talk.
not me.
I didn't walk forward to talk. Don't
I
lie.
didn't talk to him at all.
I think it's Dargus.
I'm gonna roll. JR is closest. JR, he will attack you twice, having advantage on his attacks from being atop his dragon companion. Only one of his attacks hits.
Ooh. Lucky me.
For 8 piercing and... Wow, only 10 cold. He rolled very low. Nylamodakis is up next. And he will bite at you, JR.
Rude.
Yo, dragons
and-
together strong.
Between his bite and his claw, he does another 31 piercing and slashing damage to you.
Jeez.
Finian, it's your turn.
I reach into my robes and I pull out my little jar of buddies. It's time for the giant
I
insect.
forgot about the wasps.
I cast the spell and direct them to attack Nylamodakis' eyes with stings of fury.
Rude.
It also is at this moment Valier realizes where his wasps went.
I recognize those guys.
Ruh-roh.
They're so much bigger.
The 5 horrible wasps will bury their little stingers, big stingers, into Nylamodakis' eyes. And he will grunt in pain, but he's committed to fighting, even while he's blinded. Mo.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys are the villains, so just putting that out there.
Honestly, I'm just taking the scene in, and you got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. I'm going to go ahead and jump off the ship into the water.
Really?
Yep.
He knows when to run, too.
And I am going to take off running towards the nearest enemy ship.
You mean swimming or running?
Running.
Can you run on water?
I can run
You're
on
a monk.
water.
Oh my gosh.
How far is the nearest boat?
Like 50 feet.
Okay. I'm going to run to the nearest because I can make it. When I get there, I'm going to run vertically up the boat because I can also do that.
Too? Okay.
So here's my game plan.
Wait.
I imagine I've been on this boat long enough. I understand maybe not how to steer the boat, but where they steer the boat.
Okay.
So I'm going to run in to wherever the captain's wheel is.
Yep. It's up top towards the back.
It's that circular thing that moves.
It's on
Yeah.
the poop deck.
And I'm going to run up there and I'm going to spin it left as hard as I can. And then I'm going to kick it so it breaks. So it's
left
stuck.
away from the ship, I assume.
hope.
Okay. Will you make an intelligence check for me?
Can we make it a saving throw? It's a nat 20.
Okay.
What?
So,
Whoa, you are a maritime genius.
well, you steer the ship to the left, which is apparently away from the ship where your friends are, and you know exactly where to kick this mechanism to jam it into place. This will greatly lower the DC that
Nice.
Sadiq and Valier are contending with.
And I'm assuming the downside is I'm on a boat of enemies.
Yes, you are
Cool.
alone on a boat. We'll deal with that at the start of every round.
All right, perfect.
JR.
First, I'm going to raise my sword up and say, "You're in my element," and I'm going to cast Call Lightning down on Thoguth and the dragon. They make a dex save. So it's like a bolt of lightning comes down from the sky and hits Thoguth and the dragon as it goes straight through.
Thoguth rolls a 25 for his save, and he uses
damn.
Lead by Example. If he succeeds a save, so do all of his allies.
Wow.
Okay, so they take half of 19.
Thoguth will take half. Nilomedakis will half that again as a bronze dragon. Lightning, he's not a lightning dragon, more of a thunder dragon, but lightning is still a little in his wheelhouse.
After that, I'm going to fly up there to its back because I'm used to fighting on a dragon's back. So I'm going to fly on top of the dragon.
Okay. Where
And square up with
is.
Thoguth, yeah.
Okay. Edgar will run up to catch up to you, JR, though you managed to fly away from him. Still, it's worth noting that everyone within 30 feet of him, so everyone but Nolan, gains +4 to all saving throws from his aura of protection.
Ooh.
Wow.
God, if I roll above a 10, that's gross.
It's really good. And then, JR, you feel your brotherly bond with Edgar manifest in magic, bound by the oath your family has taken. You gain +1 to your armor and all saving throws on top of that. In addition, Edgar will take half of any damage you would take.
Wow.
And then he
What a bro.
squares up to get ready to fight Nilomedakis. Tana, it's your turn.
What a name.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, I'm going to send 5 Scorching Rays at the 5 nearest ships. And
Your first 2 of those that miss are a 19 and a 16 from Tom and Allie.
that is so
Nice.
amazing because 2 of them miss.
Hey!
So thanks, guys.
Sweet.
So all 5 of them hit. I should mention that the fire is an undulating black mass because the last time I cast a spell, I unleashed chaos. Yay!
That did never get resolved, huh?
Hopefully those guys
Wait,
have
wait, wait.
lifeboats.
I'm here.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Do I need to tell you do those ships also have an HP?
Yes. And they are vulnerable to fire.
Well, yeah, I would think
Yeah.
so. That's how you drop a ship. Ship number 1 takes 8 fire damage.
Okay.
Ship number 2 takes 6 fire damage. No, actually, it's not fire damage, right? It's black warbling chaos damage. Ship number 3 takes 8 black fire damage. Nice. Ship number 4 takes 10 black fire damage. And the last one, sweet, actually gets 11 fire damage.
So, not between now, suddenly, one of the ships has begun crashing into others because of Mo. But also, a bunch of them have caught fire with this weird, chaotic, black
Beautiful.
nonsense. So this not only is the DC decreased for Sadiq and Valier, but they'll have advantage on the save to protect your ship.
Nice.
Because
Sweet.
you have broken down the surrounding ship's like structure of command.
Now let me just figure out what chaos hell I have unleashed. Ooh, I don't think we've gotten this number before. 12?
You get to roll twice and pick which result.
Well, first let's hear what 12 is.
You feel a profound distance from the source of your magic. You can still cast magic, but whenever you do, it counts as a spell level 1 higher.
Yeah, don't like that one. So let's try that again. 9? These are very low numbers.
Very low. This one was submitted by Riot Andre, one of our patrons.
Oh, right, Andre is like one of my buds.
This is real goofy. You ready? For the next minute, Tana switches bodies with someone at random.
Wow.
Andre, what are you smoking?
Amazing.
How do we determine what's random?
So let's see. We have not Mo because he's on another ship. So it would be Valier, JR, Finian, Kavis, Nyla Medakis, Sadiq, Edgar, Deadbeat Dick. 8 people. Roll a D8.
Yep.
Wow.
Do you,
Deadbeat
do you
Dick.
have a number ready for each of those?
I do now.
I want the dragon.
Nyla Medakis is number 5.
Number 5.
Which
okay.
one?
I should have told you. Wait, make sure she's not cheating over there.
I know. I'll
Hey,
roll it.
I'm
so-
a dragon tech.
Oh, wait a minute. So I can check, right?
Wow, JR has a higher chance.
Okay, what's JR?
JR is number 2.
Wait, does that mean JR goes in my
Yes.
body?
Yes.
Jesus, don't let me get JR.
JR disappears
JR
while he's
is
fondling his
distracted.
chest.
Yep.
Didn't get either. 4?
Kavis.
Does
you're
anyone
on a
else
dragon.
know this?
They
wouldn't know.
until someone acts out.
Let's go!
Wow.
Okay, so it's the fleet's turn. An enchanting melody begins to fill the air. The nearby merfolk, the nearby Tritons attempting to charm everyone to just walk overboard.
Wow.
Luckily, Sadiq's psionic energy has canceled out a lot of the mind-altering frequencies, giving
Wait.
you all advantage on the save.
What about those of who are on the ship that he's protecting?
Maybe not.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Yeah. Shit. You don't have advantage. So everyone
makes
else,
sense.
make a DC 16 Wisdom save with advantage.
What about me?
Tana/Kavis, you'll use his physical stats, but your mental stats. So
Okay.
you'll roll your normal Wisdom.
Okay.
Did anyone fail?
I got a 20 not nat. I am riding high on this dragon.
I got an 18.
Because of all the bonuses, I got a 16.
All right, then no one walks into the water. However, Mo, you are still surrounded by Asumar and Tritons.
Are they just staring at me, or what's going on? What does this look
the
like?
captain who you just stole the wheel from is stabbing you with a scimitar. So, take 14 slashing damage. It is Kavis's turn. However, he is in Tana's body.
So are we doing this physical or mental? I feel like since it's Kavis's turn, we should go physical.
As in, it's your turn?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because it's the body that makes the choice, right?
It's true.
Fair. Yeah.
Uh-huh. It is the body
It's
that
the body doing the actions.
Uh-huh.
Kavis, it's your turn.
Woo! Okay. All right. Just to set the scene, real quick. JR, you're like standing right next to Kavis, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. But you obviously don't know Kavis is Tana. Okay. I am going to turn my back on JR, which I don't like to do even as Tana. And I'm going to go up to Nyla Medakis' ear.
Yep.
Opportunity attack.
It's not your turn, mofo. I got 6 seconds.
He's using his reaction to attack you as you walk
As you
away
walk
from
away.
him.
Are you actually?
He doesn't know that you're...
To be fair, I think Kavis's body takes the damage, right?
Yeah.
Haha.
Are you? What are you doing?
I'm stabbing you with my rod.
Kavis is
Wow.
wearing plate armor, so...
I got above a 26.
Oh, you hit.
Ow!
15 slashing and 6 lightning.
So it's obviously in Kavis's voice, but oh my god, JR, could you just like not for a minute? Like hold on. And then I'm turn back to the dragon.
Why is Thoguth a valley girl now?
Well, for a second, you sounded like Tana.
I am Tana. No, I will say
You're
over
not
my
gonna
shoulder.
fool me.
JR, could you just shut the hell up for once in your life? Like, seriously. God. Okay, then I'm going to turn back to the dragon.
Pretty convincing.
Hey, dragon buddy, I need you to. I just got word from one of my water fairies, like at the top of your lungs, to just call a timeout. It is urgent. Just top of your lungs.
A retreat.
Timeout. And
Call a
I'm going to
retreat.
roll. I'm going to roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm going to use chaos and roll another one. 18.
Nylamedakis looks up to you, clearly confused.
It is of the, I will try and say this like in an emperor way. It is of the utmost importance that you cease the ships in a very loud voice, letting them know that I, Emperor,
He's gonna roll insight.
can I do opposition of some sort?
That was your
Damn it.
when you just rolled your persuasion. He's gonna roll insight against your persuasion.
Does he have like a +7?
Fuck.
Is it +7?
Dragons are high
Would you
intelligence.
shut the F
They're like 22.
You're not helping, Greg.
Now I'm yelling at Greg, not JR. Shh.
15.
Oh, yes.
Clearly confused, but trusting his friend, he will yell out, "Seize fire!" And his voice will echo like thunder.
By order of Emperor Kavas. I'm going to nudge him.
He'll look back up. "You're no longer emperor."
Oh,
I'm sorry, it's just a habit. It's just a habit of, like Elvis Presley, right? It's like,
Well,
whatever,
it's
don't
his
worry
turn
about
now. And now he realizes something is up.
it. Well, he's already said it, so nah.
resume fire!
He will attempt to shake both you and JR off of his back. I need both of you to make acrobatics checks.
Can I do it with advantage? Because I could just like fly.
Yes.
Yay.
Tana, you will use Kavas's acrobatics because you're in his body.
What's his acrobatics?
Plus 12.
Wow.
What? So that's going to be a 25.
Wow.
JR.
Got over a 30.
Okay, he fails to shake either of you off and is just increasingly confused about what's going on. As are many of the surrounding ships. Finian.
I cast wind wall against the nearest ship that's been firing on us.
On the ship,
On the ship, I'm going to try to capsize it by pushing it over with the wall of wind.
okay. The ship will make not a deck save, but I guess a
It's a
strength save.
Yeah, make a strength, you make
Great.
strength saves.
The ship will make a strength save.
Don't forget it's on fire.
That was a really low roll.
And the spell continues for up to a minute, so I can keep doing this against the ship, I guess, right?
While this isn't enough to full-on capsize the ship, the wind wall does disrupt its facing and its angling, and that you manage to get it so the cannons are facing away from the ship.
Right on.
Mo, I assume this is not the ship you're on.
I hope.
And the giant wasps are no longer attacking because I was concentration, so they've
Okay.
flown back to my jar.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm kind of just standing here dodging the attacks of this frustrated captain. I don't know what I want to do. Let me think here. So, I have my bag of potions. Kind of curious as to what's in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a quick peek inside the bag while I'm dodging all his attacks.
There are 8 potions in this bag. Would you like to roll a d8 to find which
Yeah,
one
let's
you
just
pull
grab
out?
one. Here we go. I rolled a 1.
Okay, so each of these potions is a minor healing potion on top of whatever
Ooh.
else the patrons have given. This one is the awkward healing potion from Tom.
Okay.
You'll heal an additional 2d4, but the closest enemy will heal as well.
Oh,
I guess that would
doesn't
be the captain?
yeah, but I haven't dealt damage, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good.
So I just get 44. That's cool.
That works out. Fate.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Wow, I heal back to full health because I had those temporary hit points from initiative.
That's right.
And And I'm going to kind of look at him awkwardly and like wave goodbye. And I'm just going to turn and run to jump off the boat.
He will make an attack of opportunity against you. He rolls an 11 from Tom.
Oh, yeah. Wow, I don't know.
Also from Tom.
Nice. Thanks, Tom.
That does unfortunately still hit for 8 slashing.
Okay. That's not bad. And this time, I'm going to go ahead and let myself sink as I hit the water. Because I kind of know how merfolk operate, and I want to make sure they don't have foot soldiers, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sink into the water and open my eyes and take a look around.
Oh, yeah, they're down there.
Are they under our boat?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to start taking a swim that way. And I'm just going to start doing some underwater karate on their asses.
Okay.
However that looks, you can imagine it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go for anything lethal here, but like if they're trying to like poke holes in the boat or whatever, those are going to be the ones I'm trying to attack.
I see what you're saying. It seems like they were waiting for people to go overboard so they could drag them under.
Wow. Oh, I got to teach them a lesson. How many are down here?
4.
All right, I'm going to take them on. I'm going to just start with one.
They are very surprised when you purposefully go to them to fight them.
Have you ever tried to punch underwater? No.
I'm a swift monk.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to punch underwater?
He's a,
It's impossible.
he's a sea monk. He-
Wow. I did roll pretty decent. I got 25. Oh,
Yeah.
I guess I get 2 attacks on. I got 25.
So
and
you'll
then
have
both hit.
disadvantage because you're underwater.
Fair. So I've hit the first one. I rolled a 1 and a 2. Not hitting that one. Oh, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna use lightning underwater.
What?
Okay.
What?
It does double damage.
How are you? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I hit for 8 lightning.
You will also take
That makes sense.
16 lightning. But so will the merfolk or the triton.
Okay.
Being, vulnerable to this underwater.
Ooh, I have an idea. Sorry, Mo.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Mo's
Okay,
gonna
first
die.
off, you don't know there's people under here. So I'm going to have to ask you politely to stop that. Stop that business right now. Also, I figured I can fight them under here because I don't have to breathe.
My God, man. JR.
Well, I don't know your Tana still, so I guess I'll roll a perception.
Roll insight.
Insight.
Yeah, I mean, I did yell at you like a
Oh,
valley
wow.
girl.
Because of my boosts, I know.
Nice. I yelled at you like in a really familiar way, right?
I think that's Tana.
You say that out loud.
Yeah. Well, I don't know who would attack. So I will cast my dragon spirit. So it will come down and try and restrain the other dragon. So it'll be dragon on dragon action.
Oh, nice.
Why do you make that sound so kinky?
Yeah, that did sound a little off.
Yes.
I know. And it rolled a 24.
Oh my God, I need to roll different dice. Nylomedakis fails with an 18.
My dragon will do the full Nelson to that
Okay.
dragon and hold it and restrain it.
It's Edgar's turn. He's not really sure what's going on. No one knows what's going on at this point. Nylomedakis has called for a ceasefire, so he doesn't want to just attack the dragon. So he's going to wait and see what's happening. It's now Tana's turn, which is to say it's Kavis's turn.
Now, there could be an argument,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
For like magic is in the soul and no, you're okay. All right.
He will look down at his fingers, at your fingers, and realize that he does not have access to your magic because that is tied to the soul. So instead, he will give a look to Nylomedakis that the dragon immediately recognizes and realizes what's going on.
I'm sorry. Why are you giggling? Greg's just over there like
He's lost
giggling
it.
to
He's
When
lost
himself.
in a fight, you're just.
Yeah. Okay.
Kavis is not amused by this.
Well, he's the only one. I think it's
You'd sooner
hilarious.
put a match to something and understand it. Fine. He will look up to you, look up to himself, Kavis,
I'm looking down at him sort of warily.
and he'll about face and run and jump off the edge of the ship into the water.
How rude!
He will take, and by he, I mean Tana, your body, will take 10 bludgeoning damage from the fall. And then he will immediately begin breathing in water.
Oh my god. Jesus.
It's a good thing I'm here.
You must have belly flopped.
God.
10 bludgeoning. Yeah, no, it's straight belly.
Thunder booms from the direction of Mount Thruma, a deafening crash that rattles the ship. Then the sky opens, unleashing the first drops of rain. Within moments, raindrops begin pelting the deck like a barrage of tiny arrows, saturating everything. The storm has begun. And to make matters worse, enemy cannons have been reloaded and are firing again. Though they are still a mess, so you guys will have advantage on these saves, and Sadiq and Valier will have advantage to try and reduce it, which they do. So, each of you roll DC 16 deck saves with advantage against the cannon fire.
What about those of us that are underwater?
You don't.
Okay. Did you hear that, Tana?
That's above a 30 again. And my dragon spirit. Ooh, it did good too.
Anyone fail? Everyone pass? Cool. Well, Sadiq telepathically disrupts the aim of the cannoneers while Valier eats away at the cannonballs. So it's not as bad. You all just take 11 bludgeoning damage from the barrage.
Yay.
Kavis/Tana, it's your turn. You have just watched your body run into the water.
Okay.
And though you are not in your body, you feel it drowning.
Okay. Okay, so I was riding the dragon that was gotten restrained, right? So I'm probably jumping off the dragon right now on the boat. Sorry, talking really fast so I don't drown. JR's probably sitting there, right?
Yep.
Right. Okay. JR, hold your action, please. Because I
I'll
know
wait
it's
for my
not your turn. By the way, it's me, Tana, in this body. That body, Kavis. Don't let me drown. Seriously. And then I'm going to hold my hands like in a prayer,
Okay.
like stance and like talk to the gods, who I guess is you, Joey. I need my body back. I do not want to drown in water. Death, water, me, worst thing ever. Don't want it. Can I make some sort of save to swap bodies again? So at least if I am drowning, I can save my... So at least if I'm drowning, I can just let me change bodies.
It sounds like you're fairly desperate.
Super desperate.
Well,
Ultra desperate.
I have been holding on to this role for like 30 episodes.
Give it to me.
Allie said to give Tana a nat 20 for a role she desperately needs to succeed.
Allie, I could not love you anymore. Could not. I cannot believe I'm going to say this, but I can't believe I'm going to say this. And I'm actually going to pause here for a minute and make sure that I'm actually going to say this. Fuck. I want to go back in my body where I'm drowning in the water.
You blink and find yourself, your lungs filled with water. You see in your blurry vision Mo beating up some Tritons nearby.
He's tasing them and myself.
Ow. But you are back in your body, and you know you just told JR, so you're hoping that he can come get you. Or that Mo will see you.
So that's my only action. That's it. I took my action to go in the ocean and drown.
No, but I'll tell you what. You can go ahead and make a con save against drowning.
Really? Really? Rude. I don't even have very good con stats.
Taking such an important NPC and putting him in your body.
Sorry, not sorry. Fuck. Uh-oh. Not even going to tell you what it was. Doesn't matter. Tana's going to drown. Goodbye, everybody.
You're not dead. However, what are you doing?
Enough with your howevers. Seriously, no more howevers.
You're not dead. However, you're not conscious. However,
you gain a level of exhaustion. Kavis, while he was there, managed to take in a big, deep breath of water, so you take 22 damage
Are
from
you
this.
serious? Jesus.
That's some salt water too.
Oh, it stings my nose!
It's going to make you extra dehydrated.
And I thought water was bad enough as fresh water.
This is spicy water.
Now Medakis will bite down hard on the neck of your dragon spirit, JR. Hitting for 23 piercing damage.
Ooh.
And then he will attempt to claw at his eyes and free himself with a nat 20,
Wow.
dealing an additional 34 slashing damage. And then at the end of his turn, he will attempt to free himself from the grapple. So you'll make opposed athletics again. 27.
22.
He frees himself. Finian, it's your turn.
Seeing Tana launch herself off the boat and not come up, I lean over the side of the ship. Am I less than 30 feet away from her?
You are. The ship is 30 feet up, so
Perfect.
you are.
I'm leaning over. I'm going to cast water breathing on Tana.
Oh, my hero.
Tana, you immediately begin to cough up lungfuls of water, and you don't understand
Actually,
how.
to be fair, I'd be coughing up lungfuls of air.
Yeah, you're breathing water like a fish.
I just want to point out the utter ironic absurdity of this moment.
Yeah, it's very weird. You're
You're
not
telling
actually
me
sure what's going on.
that a hydrophobic tiefling is breathing water like a fish.
Yep.
It's very strange.
You actually form little gills on the side of your neck, and you feel water rushing through your throat, and like you feel like your consciousness is starting to, your full consciousness is coming back as you are literally breathing water underwater as a tiefling.
I don't know who's more stunned, Rachel or Tana. Like, I'm just here like with my mouth hanging open.
You could do this for up to 24 hours if you wanted to.
Shut the front door.
You might as well help and fight these idiots that are attacking Mo. You're underwater.
Yeah. I'm a fucking mermaid.
Yeah, you are.
Don't use fire!
Mo, it's your turn.
I guess, did I see Tana fall in? Because that's like a red flag.
What's your passive perception?
Well, 12.
You are in the middle of combat. You don't see it.
Okay. I'm just gonna start punching these merfolk because I'm sure they've been trying to tug me down because they don't realize that I don't need to breathe.
On their turn, they were tugging you further down, but you're okay.
Okay, so realizing that's what they're doing, I'm just not gonna hold back. So I'm gonna attack 4 times, all with disadvantage. The first one I got a 19.
Their AC is 12. They're not wearing much armor.
The second one I did not hit. Oh my goodness. Third one I didn't hit. And fourth one I didn't hit.
Hey,
Wow.
disadvantage, man.
Yeah,
Wow, that
that's
sucked.
brutal. Oh wait, I have key points. Even with all that disadvantage, one of my attacks I missed with is a 10, and you said I need a 12 to hit.
12.
So I'm going to use something that I always forget that monks have, and it's really cool. I'm going to use another key point for focused aim. So I'm going to spend 1 key point to increase the roll by 2. So I hit that
Neat.
That's awesome.
one. Right? Okay, so it'll do 2d8. And I'm going to make it lightning, so it hopefully affects all of us.
It affects
around.
all of you guys. Not
Hi,
you,
Tana.
Tana. You're far enough away. It doesn't hit you.
So it's going to deal, with the double damage, it will deal 20 lightning damage.
Wow.
To all of us.
Suiciding him.
However, I might be getting a little greedy with my key points, but I also forgot I could do this. This is a special thing Mo can do. I'm going to use 2 of my key points to resist all damage.
Ooh,
So
okay.
I take 10 while they take 20.
The one that you had punched initially is fried. He will slowly begin sinking to the bottom.
Aw,
and the other
fried
3
calamari.
will reconsider what the hell they're up against.
As they're reconsidering, they'll also notice I am convincing myself that that was just a tase. That wasn't permanent.
Oh.
He's just sleeping.
yeah.
I hear
JR.
marinara sauce is good with that.
He's just stunned. He'll come back around in a few minutes.
JR.
So I saw Finian take care of Tana. So I'm going to signal my dragon to attack the other dragon while it's on its last breath. So it'll swing 3 times.
His AC is 21 or 14 if you're mean enough to attack the section of his body where he's missing scales.
I'm going to attack the section with us.
Yeah, okay.
So I hit all 3 times.
Rude.
And I will deal a decent roll. 55 slashing.
Whoa!
And then
that's
it'll breathe
wonderful.
lightning at it. It makes a dex save.
He will roll a 3 and fail.
So he takes
He's old, okay? Give him a break.
13 lightning damage.
Okay, so he resists this, but he will still take a bit.
And then I will simultaneously attack Kavis.
You see Kavis has regained his composure. It's clearly him and his own
Yeah.
body now.
For 2 strikes. Dang. Not 1-on-1, but I hit the second one. And I will smite with that one. Okay, so I will deal 10 slashing, 12 lightning, and 24 force.
This is all against Kavis?
Yep.
Edgar's up, and seeing that, okay, good, we're back to combat, he will rush to the opposite side of Kavis and bear down his greatsword on him, attacking twice, hitting only once, but he will smite as well, dealing
Nice.
17 slashing and 28 radiant. Ow, you guys are mean.
Oh, he's not prone, by the way, for mine.
He's not prone?
My
Ooh.
smite. I forgot it does that.
So the attack that Edgar missed has advantage because he's prone, which hits. So he'll deal an extra 18 slashing. Tana.
I'm going to tell you guys a story.
Ooh,
Once
story
upon a
time.
time, there was a tiefling who loved fire and hated water. And then that tiefling jumped in the water, nearly drowned, and had her dear friend Finian, who's getting sexier and sexier, may I add, after telling me to shut up last episode and then letting me breathe underwater this episode. I'm going to tell you a story about how that hydrophobic tiefling turned into a literal kraken.
Excuse me?
It all started with my friend Kriv.
Oh, yeah, of course.
My emotional support demon. And as I cast Kriv's black tentacles, and inky tentacles stretch out from my body like a motherfucking squid, everything within a 20-foot radius, probably even Mo, has to make a
Whoops.
dex save from my kraken-like tentacles because I am a literal sea monster.
Well, Mo, your next deck save is a 4 from Ride Andre.
No!
This might tickle a little bit. Okay, so all of the little mermaids who I've now caught
Yes.
in my seaweed, basically, they all have to make dex saves.
Okay.
You're a squid. It's not seaweed.
I'm
You
a
have long
kraken.
suckers on
Wow.
these things.
All 3 of the remaining ones failed.
Okay, beautiful.
Oh
Well,
my God.
So it sounds like we need to move all the little suckers.
awesome. They will all take 16 inky, yucky, sticky tentacles. It's actually necrotic damage.
Yeah,
Do it. Necrotic was
And-
awesome.
And they will be restrained until the spell ends.
These Tritons were already shocked. Not surprised. I mean, literally shocked from Mo's punches. So the extra damage from the tentacles is enough to kill them. So Kriv just drags them back into the portal, into the path of pandemonium for a midnight snack.
Oh, that is.
That is so dark.
He's hungry.
were they at least bad guys? Because I think we did decide that Kriv has a little bit of a conscience.
He burps as he releases their soulless bodies back into the ocean.
So does morality go out the window when Kriv is hungry?
Well,
guess so.
here's the thing.
He's not him when he's hungry.
I also
He's a
failed.
Snickers.
So how much
Kriv is not
damage do
home.
I take?
16, it sounds
16.
like.
Okay.
Kriv is not home right now, thank you.
I am the scariest sea monster to ever live.
Enemy mages from the surrounding fleet, those who have begun to regain control of the ships, will attempt to snipe the party that's still left on the deck. However, Valier manages to swarm the closest enemy ship, distracting the mages, while Sadiq alters the sight of mages on another ship, causing them to think that the acidic butterfly swarm is attacking them as well. As they fight for their life, no magic harms you for the time being. You're safe. It is Kavis's turn. He will stand from being on the deck where you shoved him down. And clearly done with this battle, rather annoyed by the way it's been going, he will yell out, "Enough of this!" Then, with a magic infusing his words, he will command you all to kneel. So anyone who is above water, you must pass a DC 20 wisdom save.
Wow.
Edgar is okay. Don't forget his aura.
Yeah, with that aura, I pass.
No, I didn't make it.
Finian, you are magically compelled by Thoguth to kneel. On your turn, you will use your action to bow.
Wow.
Rude.
What's the effect?
That is, you're using your action.
Is it a charm? Is it something else?
It is a charm. Oh, you're an elf. You're immune to charms, aren't you?
Yeah.
Wow, never mind. You
Awesome.
guys
And
are
I have
fine.
fungal body, so I'm immune to blinding, deafening, frightening, or...
Okay, well, he still has his trident, which he will bury into JR's chest. So
Ass. He's
20 is
getting
my
a
AC.
hit from
he will do it twice. What?
20 is my AC.
He will land both
Oh, no.
for 22 piercing and 18 cold, though remember you only take half. Edgar takes the other half.
All right.
Nilomedakis will slam the head of your dragon into the ship, attempting to kill him for 18 bludgeoning damage.
It'll dissipate.
Okay. Free from that, he will turn to you, Edgar, and Finian, and unleash his thunderous breath. I need all of you to make a DC 21 strength save.
I'm really enjoying being underwater.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it too.
I'm
That's
really
weird.
enjoying being next to Edgar.
We have a +4 from Edgar, right?
Yep.
Yep. And
Oh, so I made it.
I'm resistant to thunder. First time it's come up.
You both succeeded.
Yep.
So
Yes.
you only take 27 thunder damage.
Oh, is that all?
That's all. However, Edgar, I rolled low for him too. He takes the full 54 thunder damage and is pushed overboard.
Oh, help him! Wait. I don't know if he'd want my help.
It is your turn, Tana. You hear a loud splash. You hear lots of little splashes because it's raining, and then you hear a big splash as Edgar in full plate armor slams into the water.
So that
I've heard that swimming in plate armor isn't
It's
recommended.
not great.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume that him splashing into the water will break my concentration anyway. So at that point, I'm just gonna swim up to him like the mermaid that I am, and be like, "Hey, dude, how's it going?" Because I assume if I can breathe underwater, I can talk underwater.
I guess. Yeah, he probably hears it in a very muddled. Yeah, but he sees you talking to him, and is surprised that you're totally fine.
Yeah, my tail is just swishing back and forth like a fin. Yeah, I do realize though that if he was thrown in, as much fun as I'm having underwater, and again, I can't believe that those words are coming out of my mouth. It will occur to me that we probably need to, go up.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of help hoist him up out of the water because he's probably a little stunned from whatever just happened.
Yeah.
And how's he doing? Is he gonna be able to climb up this ship with me?
So he'll have advantage. You're helping him, so he'll have advantage to climb back up on
All right.
his turn.
I'm not gonna lie. I am pushing him by the butt, and it is a beautiful, firm
This
bottom.
Even in plate mail, you can tell this?
The plate mail is formed around.
He has chaps. Like plate chaps.
Of course he does.
You can see the crease where the cheeks come together. Like it is
So
immaculate.
it was the armor wasn't shaped originally, but his ass is so toned.
Wow.
that
Actually,
the metal
actually
has
worked the
warped
metal
around his body.
around his ass.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna argue that I
Buns
should
of
have
steel.
Yes. I'm gonna argue that I should have advantage as we're climbing up the ship too, because I am inspired by that buttocks.
You will have advantage because Edgar is such a hero. He extends a hand down to help you up.
Flustered and kind of blushing, if a tiefling can turn more red, I will give him my hand and kind of let out a coquettish giggle. I mean, he's kind of rude. Don't get me wrong, but like, hello.
We'll resolve that on his turn. The nearby ships have finally figured their shit out. And the reloaded cannons fire once again. This time, Valier and Sadiq fail to nullify these attacks. Everyone aboard the ship, make a DC 16 dex save.
Climbing up the ship.
You're not quite there yet, so
Awesome.
you're okay. They're aiming for the people on the ship and the ship itself. They're clearly trying to sink your ship. If you don't have a ship, you're literally dead in the water. So,
Not I, says the dolphin.
16 exactly.
Finian.
I had a 19.
Okay, so you both take 19 bludgeoning damage. The ship will take the full 39, though. It's not looking great.
Yeah, how's the ship's HP?
It's about at half. That last round of cannonballs have really done a number on it. Finian.
I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds, and I'm going to pick everybody in my party. And I can pick up to 6, so I guess I'd
You
also
have to
catch...
see, because you definitely don't see me.
I don't know.
if
I'm going to
that's
just assume that I can detect, through the magic of
Well, I'll
the
take that.
gods.
I'll
Who's
accept
injured?
it. I'll allow it.
I'll tell you what. I'll have Mo make an athletics to see how far down he's gone. Mo, your athletics is a 2 from Malpomene.
Okay.
Okay, so Mo's out of range.
Finian, you don't see
It's
him.
60 feet, so I'm not going to get you anyway. So I get everybody else in the party, all 3 of us, plus Edgar, get 23 points back.
My hero.
Not bad. Mo.
That's rare. Okay, so I'm pretty far down, and everyone's climbing back up on the boat. So I think I'm gonna follow suit. I'm gonna swim back up to the surface, and I mean I'm a monk, so I'm just gonna run right up the wall.
Okay.
And then as
Why
I'm gonna land on the ship as I run up off the rail, and I guess I'm gonna take in the situation because I haven't been here for 2 turns. So
Kavis currently has his trident. I know it's a Triton wielding a trident. He currently has his trident buried in JR,
okay.
and Edgar is off. So the only 2 allies up here are JR and Finian. And Finian just cast his healing spell.
Okay. Well, I'm feeling pretty frosty right now, so I'm gonna put my hand in my little bag of potions because I'm really excited to use these. I'm gonna chug another one.
All right, roll a d7. Wait, I have a d7 for you from,
Oh yeah, you have actual
from
D7s. huh?
SDWay Games. Here, d7.
Joey
All right,
got
here we go.
dice from SUA Gaming that I have never seen before in my life. It's amazing.
So I rolled a 1 on the D7.
Okay, so it's a 2. We'll shift
Right,
everything
right.
up. This is the potion of silver tongue from Zach.
Okay.
Your tongue turns silver for 24 hours.
Ooh, okay.
For real?
I love that patron
that's it.
so much.
I guess he's now taking a vow of
Congratulations.
silence.
I'll kind of like sit there and just
Must taste horrible.
It tastes
yeah,
silver.
I'll taste my
yeah.
mouth and remember a time I think I've licked paint before, and this is similar. I think I just drank paint, but I'm gonna ignore that for the time being.
I do have a question. Is it hard, immobile silver, or is it like flexible?
Why would you ask that?
Because I need to visualize
moving on,
this.
moving on. We don't need to take away my
need
ability to speak.
know.
How
Yeah.
did it specify? Is it actual silver?
He did not. I'm going to take it literally.
Joey, you know what? Wait a minute. I'm going to fight with you. As the resident wordsmith, it didn't specify the material versus the color. And I vote that Nolan gets to choose. Are we still friends?
Oh, absolutely. And color. Just color.
Okay. If Zach has a problem with that, he can take it up with you guys.
Not with you, but with us. I love it.
And
All
then,
of your next rolls are 1s. Every single one of them.
Shit.
I mean, so I know what the potion did, but Mo doesn't. And I'm feeling pretty confident about what I just drank. Like I can do something
Sure.
incredible. So I'm going to run full speed at Kavis and just try and tackle him off of JR.
Okay. We'll make opposed athletics.
Thanks, I needed some help.
He rolled a 27.
Okay, I definitely failed.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, I was rolling really poorly.
Actually, I already used my bonus action to drink a potion, so you get away with it this time.
JR.
Thanks, Mo. I was getting
I didn't-
all my allies are gone.
I didn't
it's just
do
me
anything.
and Dragon and Kavis looking at me. Gotta go for Kavis. Collapse the ranks, hopefully. So I'll swing at him twice.
AC 20.
Jeez. I can give you a +4 if you need.
Ooh, that might make a second hit.
Okay, you know what? Go ahead. Roll a d4.
Come on. Two
Two
I
hits?
love
Yeah, 2 hits.
Nice.
fucking with reality.
God, do I just go for it? I'm gonna smite on both of them. We gotta.
Whoa, you're going for it. Okay.
Oh, I'm too.
Yeah.
We're too surrounded here. Okay, so I do 24 slashing 15 lightning, and then let me roll all the force as I summon the wind from the storm above to crash down on him for 62 force from those two smites.
Oh my god!
And he's knocked prone.
Wow.
Okay, he slams into the deck, clearly wounded. You're chipping away at his armor and at the body underneath. It's Edgar's turn. With advantage, he rolls a 31 on his athletics.
I was grabbing his butt real good.
He, with one arm, he's like jumping. How the hell do I describe this? Have you ever seen rock climbers that climb with just their arms and they have to like jump to get to the next handle?
Yeah.
He's doing that with one arm and the other arm grabbing Tana just all the way up the ship.
Wow.
Oh my.
And he will jump over back onto the deck, gently put you down on your feet, Tana.
I will waver in my spot just a little bit.
And
Fane isn't looking so sexy anymore, is he?
even through all of his exertion, Edgar certainly is looking sexy with his hair perfectly immaculate as always.
out of the salt water and the kraken tentacles.
Now he just has kind of like that surfer guy, like
a slick.
It looks,
Wow.
yeah.
Dewy gleam. Yeah.
And in the rain, I just look like a wet dog.
Your mustache is just like hanging from your face.
Finian turns to Dare.
You could learn a thing or two from your brother.
Emotional damage.
Tana, it's your turn.
Well, I am wavering just for a moment in my spot. But as I snap out of it, I'm gonna clasp my hands together. So, guys, what'd I miss? What's going on? Would someone lay out the scene for me?
There's a big dragon looking at me, and then Kavis is looking at me.
While I'm trying to tackle Kavis and he's blatantly ignoring me.
Kavis is on the ground now, so he's knocked prone.
You
so.
don't still have a fork in your chest, right?
No, that was
he would
pulled
have
out.
pulled it out. Yeah.
Valier and
Valier is a swarm of butterflies.
who's trying to deflect cannon balls.
Deadbeat Dick is up trying to steer the ship, like horrified.
I am going to withdraw my flame blade, and I'm going to point it at Kavis's throat, which I'm sure is exposed as he's prone on the deck of the
Yes,
ship.
you'll have advantage attacking him.
Yeah. I imagine he hates fire just as much as I used to hate water.
It's true.
I'm
Look
gonna
at all this character development.
I know, right? My character arc is like, mwah, chef's kiss. Okay. I'm going to hold it at his throat, just enough where his skin starts to get a little blistery. I'm going to look him dead in the eye, and I'm going to say, are you ready to say uncle? We are not the bad guys. We have done a lot of bad stuff. We've made a lot of questionable choices. Some people may say we're villains. In the end, only our patrons will tell. But in this moment...
the gods.
In this moment, our intentions are pure. We are trying to save this continent. Would you let up for 1 second?
I have established order while you ignorantly tear it down.
Order? Order! Ha! Order! Really? Because we have been all over this continent, and of all the things we've seen, and all the chaos that's been unleashed, not even by me, I can tell you, the one thing we have not seen is order. I think your ego is so freaking inflated, you're like a pufferfish more than a trident, okay?
Brutal insult.
World. Not even a continent, the whole world. We've been all over this freaking place, haven't we?
Yeah, well, you guys do bring chaos with you wherever you go, so it does make sense you would see chaos wherever you go.
Shh. That's not the point.
You see it in his eyes that he has no interest in talking. He's going to go down with this ship, and he's going to take you with him.
I can't let you do that. Because the fate of this world depends on us. So if I have to be the villain to do the right thing, I will be the villain. And I'm going to plunge my flame blade in his throat.
You have advantage on the attack.
Yeah, so that's going to hit. And that's going to hit hard. And so as it goes through his throat, the flames will actually leap off of the blade. And I'm going to have them go straight into the copper dragon's face.
Bronze. Little racist, but all right.
Sorry.
Bronze is an alloy with copper. Racist. Metallurgist.
Wow. Rude.
Wait, since
rude.
my tongue is silver, can I make those assumptions?
Okay. They will take 20 fire damage.
He is vulnerable to fire damage.
Yeah.
So he will take twice this.
Sorry, dude. That's 40 fire damage.
Kavis will stand, and there is a look of sorrow in his eyes as his throat has burned.
Sorry.
Very well. Then I will. He coughs up ash. I will make sure your passing into the night is quick. He will attack Tana. He will attack you twice.
Okay.
Wow. Landing both for a total of 15 piercing and 22 cold.
Okay. I'm still standing up.
And then he will issue a command to Nilomedakis, giving him an extra attack this turn.
Great.
All of his attacks will go at JR.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
Wait, Dragon Brothers.
For a total of 33 slashing and piercing damage.
Ooh, not bad for a dragon.
The ship is getting closer and closer to Mount Thruma as you're sort of shoving your way past the fleet. It's taking a lot of damage, and if you don't get there soon, if you don't deal with the intruders aboard the boat, you're going to sink. So, Finian, it's your turn.
Who's looking the worst for wear out of this ragtag bunch?
Probably me.
Boy, I still want to heat metal that asshole.
We have potions. I mean,
We have potions. Like,
we
I
gotta
went
hit
shopping.
him. He hits too hard.
Yeah.
You gotta hit him.
All right.
Yeah, I think
This is not
kick
the
his
time
ass.
for healing.
Are we actually telling him not to
Yeah.
heal us? That's awesome.
That's
Not the time
weird.
for healing.
Right on. Okay.
Hit him good. Hit him good.
I've never used this one before, but looking at the heavy plate mail that this idiot who's trying to kill us is wearing, I think to myself, man, it'd be nice to roast him inside that thing. So I cast heat metal.
Shit.
Thank you for that unpleasant picture.
Yeah.
As
so
you
basically
got a
he's-
silver tongue.
Yeah.
He's like a baked potato inside of aluminum foil.
No, he's actually like baked fish.
Oh,
God, it probably
Baked
smells
fish
so
inside
good
of
on
aluminum
this
foil.
boat.
He's on the grill.
What
So he
is-
takes 2d8.
he just takes the damage.
2d8.
Great.
Yeah.
Has anyone got any lemon?
Yeah.
I know, with the calamari in the ocean with
For
the
12
marinara
points
sauce.
of fire damage.
He does not like this.
Doesn't that double?
Yes.
So he has 24 points of fire damage,
He
and I'm
is
concentrating on
searing
that spell.
within his armor. Mo.
I mean, I really want to look at Kavis with hate, but I can't. I still have the picture of the Kavis that's helped us. You know what I mean? And he was there with us at the meeting of the Seven, but I'm going to approach him and I'm going to try, knowing it's not going to work, but I'm going to get back into the fray next to Kavis. I'm just going to try and look at him with a defeated look. Kavis, we have been through so much together, and I understand it looks like we betrayed you, but you have to understand, we found a different way. And if you're not going to go with us, then I'm not going to hold back either.
He nods in respect.
Oh, I don't want to do this. Okay, I'm going to attack him 4 times. I crit 1, I hit 1. I crit 2. Okay, so I hit all 4 times, 2 of which are crits. And I told him I wasn't going to hold back, so this is going to be force damage.
Okay.
Are you ready for this, Joey? I didn't hold back. He's going to take 47 force.
Oh my god.
And because I crit, I'm spending a key to stun him. He has to pass this with disadvantage because it was a crit.
Wow. He rolled a 28 with disadvantage.
Oh my goodness!
He is not stunned, and in fact, he begins this onslaught by defending himself, using his shield and what remains of his armor. But with each blow, each decisive blow, he changes tactics, and towards the end, he has a small orb of water that he's pulled from his decanter, and he's using it to heal his throat. Kavis stumbles towards you, Mo, his weapon sliding from his grasp. You stand in the ruins of what could have been a lasting peace. Each shattered blade and silent giant a testament to your choices. Yet, still, do not squander this life you've taken. Make it count for something. His eyes grow distant. May you find the peace that has eluded me. With that, he falls, his dreams of uniting the world crumbling with him. Nihilomedakis clenches his massive dragon jaw. You may have slain my friend, but the ideals we dedicated our lives to will not falter so easily. While I yet draw breath, know that his vision of peace and justice lives on through me. With what remaining life I have left, I will fight.
As Thoguth says his final words to me, this hits me like an absolute train, because for the first time in this campaign, the merfolk underwater and Thoguth are the first things Mo has ever killed.
Oh, really?
For the first time in his entire life. Those words weigh heavy on him.
JR, it's your turn.
I don't want to kill it. God.
Do we have to kill the dragon?
I'm gonna turn to the dragon and speak in Draconic. Please don't just give up. We're trying to do the same thing you are. Much like my mentor, who wanted to just protect this world, fought for the same ideals. That's what we're doing that right now. Please give up.
I will allow you to make a persuasion roll. This will be a very difficult DC.
17.
Nihilomedakis liked all of you guys in his brief interactions with you, but he knows in his heart that what he's doing is right and what you're doing is wrong. And you see that in his eyes. He's not going to stand down.
So I guess as I see there's no other choice, I will raise my hand, turn to Tana. Tana, can you change this to fire?
Yeah.
And I will unleash my Draconic Blast at him. And with Tana's help, the scales that go down my hand will turn red for a moment as my lightning comes out as bolts of lightning, but fire. So
Red
it looks
hot
like
lightning.
Yeah, burning like fire that moves like lightning.
That's horrifying.
He makes a dex save.
I gotta learn that spell.
Yeah.
He fails. He's a big dragon, not very dexterous.
2 8s on the first two. Ooh, what a roll. So that will be 30 fire damage.
Damn.
As Nihilomedakis is distracted by you, Edgar runs around and slams his greatsword down into the dragon's neck, smiting with a 5th level spell slot.
Ooh.
Damn.
Edgar does not play around.
He deals 17 slashing and 34 radiant damage.
Wow.
Mercilessly killing the dragon. As
Oh.
Nihilomedakis falters, his massive form swaying under the weight of his injuries, his gaze seeks out Thoguth one final time, where he's laying on the deck. Forgive me. The ancient dragon's body then crumples onto the deck, his life extinguished next to his friend.
Oh, this doesn't feel good.
Ugh, nope.
That's 2 ancient dragons we've murdered.
You are getting closer and closer to Mount Thruma, Deadbeat Dick giving it all he's got to get you there. The fleet has continued hurling cannons and magic your way, but as the storm has increased in intensity, they're losing their sight of you. And of course, even through all of this, Sadiq and Valir continue their best defending the ship. They are not in good health, and really neither are you. You might have won this battle, but the battle is not over. Yeah. The hegemon is still out there, and then the demigod. The fight has only begun. As you arrive at the base of Mount Thruma, that is where we'll continue next week.
Oh, man.
Thank you for listening to our podcast, and a special thanks to our greater deities, Ricky, Linda, and Tom. our deities Zach, Vic, Alleycat, Jason, Riot Andre, Malpomani, Kat, Pete M, and Indy. Our celestials Ironjaw, Lee, Terry, Tasha, Nick, Virgil McClurkin, and Chris Kremkow. Our heroes Ray Kitsune, Super Tom, Chris Matowski, Soren Vansel, and Kylene, and all of our adventurers. We still have a few episodes left, so if you want to impact how the story ends, come join us on Patreon. And another thanks to SQA Gaming for this D7 that we used this episode.
That's awesome.
That's all I have for today. See you next week.
Thanks,
See you,
guys.
everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh my god.
I had such a clear visual, by the way, of that like armor around the buttocks.
I
really
pictured
dumb.
they like forged the armor around him
Yeah.
to make sure it was perfect.
I'm going to take this moment to say I'm feeling a little jealous of Edgar because Rachel over here is, she's lusting over another man's shiny metal ass.
Rachel would have no interest in paladins, I will say that.
Yeah.
Edgar sucks.
Aw.